It's KJH Family Fun.
Hi, it's me, KJ's the filmmaker / artist, and welcome to KJH Family Fun. Okay, so pretty much this time, I'm definitely staying home instead of just traveling, even though we're still in the middle of the pandemic. But I pretty much had some kind of bad news. Well, pretty much instead of losing one of my great uncle, I also lost another great uncle, and it was kind of sad. Even though I just really want to go out and spend time with my relatives on this holiday, so instead I end up staying at home with my parents and of course my younger sister, who's probably might be coming today for all I know, since there is a pandemic going on here still, and we still couldn't seem to travel that much. All because for this holiday I really want to go visit my family or my relatives that are out there, but instead I just stayed home and did something. Even though it's probably for Thanksgiving, and for some reason on, I just lost another of my great uncle. Even if you remember watching that story about my life in quarantine, well, yeah, I just really lost one of my first great uncle from my mom's side of the family. Well, as a matter of fact, my mom only had two uncles, and they both passed away this year, and that was kind of sad. And so now I have uncles who are my grandma's brother-in-law, and then I also had some uncles from my dad's side of the family who were actually my grandpa's brother, probably known as. And I still do have some great aunts that are all over the place, you know. So anyhow, without further ado, I decided to show around the Christmas tour, and I'm just going to show you right now then. Okay, so here's our Christmas tree over here. So you kind of see that I just put like a mask that says, "Congratulations, you all survived 2020. Well, I know, because we probably might be the only group of family survived 2020. All except for some of my family members, if you know what I'm talking about from the earlier video. So you can see it's probably well decorated. Along with the stairwells, there is also very well decorated, and even the downstairs stairwell is also decorated as usual. And there's the decorated part here. And then over there we kind of see these poinsettias. Yeah, they're kind of dying right now. And over here you're gonna see these nutcracker statue over here. And then there's also a statue of an angel that our family friend brought in. And then there's also another nutcracker that looks like Mars Garcia's kind of nutcracker, or the Fat Tuesday kind of nutcracker or something like that. And then over here there's a second Christmas tree that we have downstairs, and I kind of had a mask on that says, "Congratulations, you all survived 2020. And then down there you kind of see these are presents from my mom and sister, and I don't seem to have presents made by my dad, so he probably didn't even ask for any presents or something like that. So I was just trying to surprise my family, that's all, and see what my mom and dad would react to whenever they see something like this or something like that. So what I'm going to do is that I'm just going to go to the kitchen, and I probably might have to make some pancake and biscuit or something like that, so I'll just rush to the kitchen then. Hi, it's me back again with KJH around here. Well, pretty much nothing else even happens, so the only thing that happens is pretty much we start eating breakfast. But even worse, this year is just getting a lot worse, okay? Because first we just had the virus thing that was happening all over the place, and now this, I cannot live my life anymore. Because what happened was that when I was trying to get on Zoom meeting just to say hi to my relatives, well, what happened was that Wi-Fi was going down completely, and even worse, I cannot get Zoom on my cell phone either, all because the Wi-Fi thing was going down, and I couldn't even use the hotspot on my cell phone either. I'm not going to explain why it went down, so it's probably best not to talk about it. That's probably inventing another video, or probably not, or something like that. And I just felt like that I was pretty much cursed with this holiday whatsoever after all, or rather cursed with this year. This is the worst year ever. But then again, I just had to explain why I decided to make this video KJH Family Fun is because the thing is that I just really want to create memories. I just don't want to create really bad memories. I just want to create really good memories and I just wanted to be happy, and I just wanted to be like a really good memory of things. Like, for example, a good memory of me baking cookies or cake or something like that, and then there's good memories of spending time with family, and also a really good memory of having vacation. I just don't want it to be a really bad, upsetting memory or something like that. Well, that's probably not the purpose of KJH Family Fun, because the purpose of KJH Family Fun is to just record and also create good memories and make things a lot better. Because for some reason, when 2020 just came out, I was expecting this year to be the best year ever, but it wouldn't even be the best year ever to be the worst year ever. It's probably a lot worse than 2016, that is, but I just don't want this year to be the worst year ever. That's my opinion. But when 2021 comes over, I just want 2021 to be the best year ever, but not the worst year ever. And I just don't want anything else to get a lot worse. I just want it to be the best year ever, and I just want to create really good memories. And now I cannot communicate with all my family members, well, relatives that are obviously out there right now, and my younger sister is coming over, and I don't think I'll be able to make contact with her either. I tried to contact her, but the signal was completely lost, and we totally lost the signal, so I can't find ways to contact with my younger sister, and which obviously means that my younger sister's probably lost or something like that. I don't know where my younger sister is right now, and I'm not sure what's going on around here. So since we're kind of lost out of communication, things are definitely going to get a lot worse. But in all fairness, I just really want this year to be the best year ever. And I just really want to create really good memories. I just don't want to create really bad memories. I just don't want anything else negative things to happen. I just want the goodness to happen, not just the badness to happen anyhow. But in all fairness, I just really want this year to be the best year ever. I just really want this day to be the best day ever either, as well. And I just don't want things to go a whole lot worse or just go downhill or something like that. Well, I'm sorry things are not getting better, and it's just getting a lot worse, but I'm not sure what else we can do in order to make things a lot better. So I probably had to discuss with my parents or something like that and explain how are we going to make this whole year the best year ever and make it better instead of just making it a lot worse. But for me and my family, we just had to find a solution, find a way or something like that, or otherwise I'm not going to be able to create really good memories on this videotape. I just really wanted to be the best memories ever, and I just want things to go the best way it could as possible. That's what I really want to do. I just really want to create really good memories. I just don't want to create bad ones. We're just gonna figure out what's happening next then. Hi, it's me, KJH. So probably things has gotten a lot better, so even though I ended up having to talk with my parents, but what I did do is that I just showed the clip of the one videotape clip that I was talking about and stuff, and pretty much things were about to go better when Mom brings home visitors over to Christmas. So it was pretty much excited for all we noticed, and I thought it was going to get way more better once we get visitors. And then we just sit around here waiting for my younger sister to come, and as a matter of fact, my younger sister did finally came, and she did came home with velvet cake and stuff. So pretty much while we were waiting for my sister Angela, we did have our meal, which was salmon and dressing and mac and cheese that a family friend made, and pretty much, well, our family member just made the mac and cheese. And the dressing, well, yeah, we promised to make dressing. And I guess we had some other stuff. And what else I'd add into this? Oh, yeah, and then my sister just came over, and she just came over with the velvet cake. Even though I kind of felt happy about it because we finally had the visitors over who happen to be our family friends. And they just came over here for a short time, and then they just left. And then we had dinner, and then my sister came over with red velvet cake. And then me and Dad just only watched part of the videotape I was watching, and that part of the videotape was about probably the one from 2007's Christmas videotape I recorded a long time ago. Yeah, and I was definitely a teenager at the time. He was so excited about getting a Super Mario Galaxy game. Yeah, those were just best memories. But then again, we just came downstairs and we decided to open up presents. For presents, I wanted to get, you kind of see in the videotape, I wanted to get water balls and a Sharpie marker and also a Paper Mario Origami King game. But the only problem is that I didn't even get the Americanized version, so I ended up getting the wrong version, which was the European version of the video game. So that's probably one way you got scammed by the internet, because my dad just keeps on shopping on Amazon.com, and whatever they just give us is probably not the correct version. So he promised to have picked up the wrong version, even though I knew it should have been an Americanized version, but instead of the Americanized version, it was definitely the European version. It was pretty much a big mistake. I know I'm not trying to glorify my country since I live in America. Well, I know I live in America, but that doesn't mean I get to glorify my own country all the time. But I'm not trying to be prideful or anything else. But I'm just saying that I just look up stuff on the internet, and I did some research, and the only thing I find is that, yeah, it is true, I did find that there are some other versions of video games that are out there. Some of them might not always come in the Americanized version or Europeanized version. Yeah, and there is such thing as an Asianized version of the video game, which is the original games. But I'm just saying that all these versions of games are not always the same, but they're actually infinitely different. And every time you play them, it's probably not as similar than you would expect the Americanized version or the Europeanized version to be. Well, whenever I was researching it, well, it wasn't the same. It was obviously different for some reason based on what language they obviously speak in this video game, for all I noticed. And I'm sure probably my dad probably might call the company who just delivered him, and I'm sure probably my dad may not be able to buy video games from Amazon ever again. I don't know why he decided to buy something on Amazon, even though Amazon doesn't seem to give him the correct things in life. Would obviously mean that he probably might have no option but just go buy it at Walmart or Target or any localized store or game store that is near around here, instead of just buy something on Amazon. So it's probably best not to buy something on Amazon or anywhere else on the internet, because it's probably one way you probably might get scammed for, because sometimes the person who looks at the information didn't look things clearly, so they promise a package in the wrong thing. And that's probably one way you got yourself messed up. Well, I'm sorry to hear about this, but eventually my dad probably had to take the game back and replace it with another version of the game, which was the Americanized version. And I'm not sure if I'm ever going to get the Americanized version of the game or not, so that also infinitely depends. So I probably had to get another video game, maybe on my birthday or something like that, instead of just on Christmas or something like that. And I probably had to encourage my dad, even if I really want a video game, I probably had to say that I want a video game on my birthday instead of Christmas, because for some reason he probably might get the wrong things instead of the correct things, even though sometimes the internet is not good at things. It's me, KJH again. Well, I decided to let this video continue on, so today is like December the 31st. So today is like December 31st, and which also means it's New Year's Eve. So pretty much what I'm going to do is that I'm just going to stay up on midnight. So pretty much on midnight I'm just going to be playing like the Animal Crossing game, because there's like this New Year's Eve event going on here, or countdown thing going on here. And what I'm going to do is that I probably had to take pictures of it, and then next thing you know is I'll be getting the countdown result, and then it'll be shouting Happy New Year. And once I shout Happy New Year, it'll be like Happy New Year's, and pretty much for this year I just really want this new year to just be the best year ever. Since 2020 is definitely the worst year ever, well, I decided to make 2021 the best year ever as usual, because I really want 2021 to be the best year, as we all noticed. So pretty much you kind of see that I finally got the video game that I always wanted from Walmart, that I brought from Walmart. And then there's also Vandy, our family friend, just came in over and also gave us some Christmas present that night or something like that. And I was pretty much very happy with it, even though it's just popcorn and candy and stuff like that. But at least I got my deodorant anyway. Really do appreciate that, but I'll just use it whenever I run out of deodorants anyhow. But then again, I end up realizing that sometimes you just have to learn to be thankful for what you have, especially on Christmas. And then I end up learning that Christmas is not really about your birthday, it's really Jesus' birthday. And part of it I got it from my mom, which she heard it from my grandma, of course, even though my mom and, of course, my grandma were in fact right about everything else. Sometimes I had to deal with exceptions, sometimes I had to celebrate Christmas if it was really about Jesus' birthday. But then again, I was thinking about maybe next Christmas me and my dad were thinking about going to some homeless shelter and feeding something to the homeless people. And pretty much my mom ended up having a talk with that, and ended up pointing out that even if you want to feed the homeless shelter, you have to work at the homeless shelter. But the only thing I thought is that maybe the homeless shelter doesn't seem that payable whatsoever after all. I don't know anything else about homeless shelter, but the only thing I know is that it's probably a non-profit organization or something like that. And we were about to sign up, if the church even have that sign-up bill for that, and Mom says you have to be a professional in order to work at the homeless shelter or something like that, or just be a professional if you want to be a nurse or something, if you want to help a bunch of sick people, which also means you have to be a professional as usual, and two, that they had to check your resume. As a matter of fact, I probably didn't have that on my resume. I don't know what I'm going to do next Christmas. I do really want to do something on next Christmas. Like, for example, I really want to go out and see my relatives or something like that. Maybe I can just change that to, maybe we can just go see my relatives instead, or something like that. And I probably have to talk to my dad about that too. So I'm just going to continue on and see what's happening next then. So I guess I probably have to see you on midnight, or close to being, whenever it's close to being midnight or something like that. So we'll find out and see for ourselves then. Hi, it's me, KJ, the filmmaker/artist. Well, I'm in my pajamas right now, so I'm just sitting here. So what I'm going to do in order to wait for New Year's, that I'm just going to play like this game Animal Crossing. Well, even if you see that image in the beginning, well, yeah, I did start playing Animal Crossing in the beginning, but pretty much for the game, it was like ready for the countdown and stuff like that. So I'm just going to start with the countdown. So right now I'm just going to play Animal Crossing like normal, but when the countdown starts, that means I'm probably going to turn the record button on and see what's going on. So all this is going to be recorded right here on this game switch thing, and then we're just going to figure out what's happening then. Okay, this is getting real close today, so right now it's getting ready for the countdown right now, so let's get ready for the countdown, and we're going to shout Happy New Year. So here it goes. Oh boy, I'm so excited. I can't wait for this countdown to be over with it. Here it goes. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year! It's New Year's Happy New Year! May this year hold this. It's New Year's already! I can't believe it! It's finally been in here! Are you so excited? Yeah, I'm so excited, like it's 2021 already! Yes, it's finally like 2021 already, and I can make us have some fun already doing this New Year's Eve, and it's so much excited! Yeah, so Happy New Year! So guess what, everybody else on KJH Family Fun, so it's like Happy New Year! Yeah! It's Happy New Year! Oh, I'm so excited! It's like so Happy New Year! I'm just gonna continue on playing, and then I'm just gonna stop partying around here, and then I'm gonna take a few pictures of what's going on in Animal Crossing, and I guess I'll see you in the morning once I get ready. Hi there, it's me, KJH the filmmaker/artist, and I'm going to say good morning, and it's different from a New Year's Eve morning. Okay, it's obviously not morning, it's afternoon, because I just got up too late. As a matter of fact, I just got up at 12 o'clock because I just stayed up all night, and boy, I must have had some kind of, I'm not going to explain what I have, but pretty much, well, even though it's something that is related to sleep disorder or something like that, but pretty much I was like up all night for some reason on, and pretty much I did finish up playing the video game, and then I just fall asleep, and that's just about it. So now I'm in my today's clothing, which is the Friday's clothing I'm wearing. And I forgot to put my hat on, did I? Oh boy. And I got my hat on this time. Man, I always forgot about things sometimes. You know, I'll try my best to remember things and won't forget about absolutely everything else. So I'm just going to let you see what's going to happen next. So pretty much what's going to happen next is that we might have to do a Zoom meeting on today, so we might have to do a Zoom meeting today, so, which is definitely means that it's going to be a conversation between me and my family, that is. So I finally get to communicate with my relatives since we're going to do like a Zoom meeting New Year's Eve. So pretty much before that, I probably had to spend time with my dad, which is another thing. And eventually we might go on a 1 hour road trip, and I probably might come back and get back with the Zoom meeting then. So let's go find out and see what's happening next then. Hi, it's me, KJH, and I'm sure probably yesterday was definitely the New Year's Day or something like that, but guess what today it is? Oh, what is it, Jolie?
I'm out of surprises, so anyhow, surprise, happy birthday!
How are you gonna throw away my birthday, Jolie?
Well, you know, with my magical doll powers. Doll power! Happy birthday, KJH!
Oh, thanks, Jolie, for not forgetting that it's my birthday, but thanks for remembering that it really is my birthday. So are you excited that it's my birthday today? Well, even if you look at my B-Day announcement, so pretty much the B-Day thing said I'm just turned 29 years old, so like I'm like almost about to turn 30, so I'm definitely turning 30 next year. So pretty much this year I'm 29 years old, so I probably am indeed happy that today is my birthday, which means I'm probably getting old, and I just feel like that maybe I'm ready to, well, you know, get married and have kids and all that stuff. Man, I sometimes thought about these things. Ever since when I was just a young kid, I thought that when I get older, I thought I was going to graduate from college, get married, and raise a lot of children or something like that. Yeah, that was probably me when I was just young, but I couldn't even tell what's going on in the future, so I'm not good at predicting the future and all that stuff, but what I should have had is pretty much a brighter future, and if I need, of course, a brighter hope for all I notice. So, let's just hope for the best, but sometimes we just have to prepare for the worst. So let's just hope for the best anyhow, and let's celebrate my birthday for today. It's me again, KJH the filmmaker / artist. I might honestly I already have my fun. Well, I have my fun Christmas and of course my fun New Year's Days or New Year's Eve or something like that. And then I also am planning to have my fun birthday as usual. So pretty much doing my birthday, you kind of see that I finally got myself some cake, even though it's kind of small. And I also got some gift from my parents and pretty much some cards from pretty much my grandmother who gave me a birthday card, and I really do appreciate that. Thanks, Grandma. And I also finally got a card from my mom as usual, even though my mom always sneaks inside those sweet stuff, and I pretty much enjoy it. And my dad tried to advise my mom not to bring any sweet stuff, so she had to sneak in sweet stuff as usual because we all had our sweet tooth from my mom's side. Okay, it's just a joke for the day. Let's say we're just using that for a joke as if we're using it for today. Well, a joke for today, that is. So, pretty much, I might have said that's all I have in order to present all this. So, pretty much, you can just hit the subscribe button for more information. You can just try the other two channels if you want to. So, hit the subscribe button if you're new here. And you can also check out the playlist for KJH Family Fun. And you can also go to my website and hit the pink subscribe button. And you can just hit it for $10 per month. But even if you can't seem to afford that long term, you are welcome to go to that short term in order to hit that blue subscribe button for a short term, that is, because I have 2 subscriptions for, like short terms. And I might have to say thanks for watching. You can just give this filmmaker a like if you like it, thumbs up the video, and you can also give the artist filmmaker a high five. So, thanks for watching.